right, happy Tuesday, everybody. This is Absolutely Criminal. I'm Andrew Martin, and Tiffie Lou's here. Hi, Tiffie Lou.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening, I guess, to some of you.
Yeah, thanks for showing up early. We had a earlier live stream today, so Tiffie Lou can adhere to her busy calendar.
Right, yeah. Just so busy. We're going to have an earlier one on Friday, too.
A little bit earlier on Friday, but not too much, probably.
Well, we're starting it at 4 like usual, but
Okay,
I'm going to be late for it.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
She's going to stroll in from her trailer whenever she feels like it. But,
yeah, that'd be nice.
Anyway, welcome again. It's good to see you all. Our moderators are here, Renee and Sparkles.
Sparkalicious.
Keeping the crowd in line. Wesley John Holmes is here. Let's see. Queen Olive. Celie W. Hello. Munira. Oh, no.
Hello. Good morning.
J Baby Funky Lady, Rob Monroe, Abelis, and yeah, great to see all of you. We got a few things tonight. We have a good show. We have a recorded call that we're going to listen to. Another one, it's from the day after Charlie's big day out in court.
It's dangerous. Yeah.
So on our last show, we had the call the day of when he was still in shock, which he mentioned multiple times. I'm in shock.
Yeah, because he could not believe that he was getting. Yeah.
So in this call, it's sinking in a little bit more, and he's talking to Momma. This time, she knows she's on the phone, by the way, which
that's handy.
We'll get to in just a little bit, but yeah. So
That's a good question. Your first question, what did Rashbaum know?
What
Because
did Rashbaum know? And
we're
when
starting to wonder, was he on the in with her abandonment thing? You know?
exactly, and when did he know it? So I have a clip from that call that I'm going to play, and people have been talking about this portion in particular
Mhm.
because it seems to me, and it seems to other people, that Donna insinuates that she told Dan and consulted him before running,
Which
allegedly.
just
So
doesn't seem smart. I wouldn't have talked about that with
yeah,
my lawyer, but whatever.
and keep in mind, this is most likely she didn't know she was being recorded, although that's a point of contention too, which we will tackle next. But first, here's the clip in question.
Look, got to make a decision at some point. So after speaking to Dan this morning and knowing what they're thinking up there, and I don't know if we'll make it out in time. I really don't. But Dan said, you might, or you might do all of this, get to the airport, and they'll stop us. And that could happen. It could happen. I don't know, but it's worth it.
So he did know.
Well, who knows? I mean, they could say, well, that's not the Dan I was talking about.
Oh, true.
It's a different Dan. Or, maybe that could be interpreted in a few different ways. Also, what is Dan Rashbaum's responsibility to report that, we're just going on vacation to Vietnam for a long time?
Yeah.
But it sounds like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know in the live chat and the comments if you're watching on a replay. What did Rashbaum know?
By the comment she's claiming he made, it sounds like he never assumed it was a vacation.
Yeah.
He flat out told her she could get all the way to the airport and get snagged there.
Yeah, it sounds like he Christopher Walken. Awesome. It's crazy. Yeah, it sounds like he may have advised her, I mean, if she's telling the truth, that she could make it and it might be worth a try.
Wait, however, she is the one who said it's worth a try.
She did.
He could have just said they could get you beforehand, they could get you at the airport.
Right.
That might be all he said.
And he might have said, this is a really bad idea. Don't do it,
Yeah, but we don't know.
As we know, Donna hears what she wants to hear sometimes. So
because we're only hearing one side over here.
All right. Adam 67 is here from the future.
Ooh.
Across the international date line. Welcome, Adam. So I don't know. I haven't heard a whole lot of people talk about it yet, but will this be an issue going forward? Who knows? And will we get treated to other impromptu calls? Or
not intentionally.
Not intentional. Or was it completely masterminded by Donna to pretend that she didn't know that she was being recorded? This, I don't subscribe
why would
to.
She shares so much.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
She incriminated herself so much. I don't think that was intentional.
Right. If you're in the Donna knew camp, knew she was being recorded, let us know. But I'll play this short clip from it as well. This is supposedly, she doesn't know she's being recorded. Charlie has dropped off, remember?
Right.
And she just continues talking to the people in the room. There's her, Harvey, I think it's Susan, and a male. I think they had two guests that day that she references came over to help them in their difficult time. So here we go.
Now, something was wrong because we lived here 9 years. She's never once just come over and said, I need to talk to you. She sat down on the couch right there. I was sitting here, and she didn't say, look, Mom, this is a horrible time for all of us. Charlie's on trial for his life. We're all aggravated. But if this is what you're thinking, just sat there. And she said, listen, you're suicidal. I'm going to take correct you.
What?
And of course, if you don't know the Baker Act, it's involuntary commitment. So it's like 5150 in California.
Oh, I never heard Baker
Yeah.
Act term. Okay.
Also an excellent Van Halen album from back in the day,
Okay.
5150.
Yeah.
But
All right.
yeah, so that's the equivalent of that. Apparently, Donna said that Wendy threatened to Baker Act her because she was thinking of unaliving herself.
Unaliving. You're such a nerd.
But yeah, so Renee is in the camp of Donna knew.
Yeah, she's right up here.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm interested to hear your take on that, Renee.
Yeah, give us your explanation why you think she knew.
Yeah, what's her big brained plan on this
Sell
one?
me on your point. Yeah, I need to hear it.
Yeah. Nice Wendy is, isn't she? Wicked. Yeah, they also complain about Wendy a little bit on this, or Donna certainly does, about the text messages that she exchanged. And this kind of goes to the whole thing. Like, is Wendy the mastermind or is Donna the mastermind? And if Wendy is, she got everybody to do her bidding.
Yeah.
You know? So it's kind of masterful. Yeah, thank you, Amelia Sparkles. We have great turnout today, over 200 in chat. Please hit thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. We're coming up on 8,000 subscribers, and we really appreciate you. We have fun doing this, so if you have fun,
if you have fun making fun of us or listening to us, either way, we'll take either one.
And speaking of making fun of us, before we get to today's recorded phone call, we have a little segment called Comments of the Day. Okay, so our first comment is something I think I pointed out to you, Tiffie Lou.
Yeah.
Just a strange little coinky-dink that is appropriate somehow. How strange is it that his attorney is named Dan and the assistant is Kate? Danny and Katie K-Mags were also named in the trials. I think Dan is haunting all of them. Oh, Donna.
Oh, Donna.
Yeah, maybe that's Dan's little reminder of I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm watching you all go down.
Right. So Dan and Kate. Yeah, he's stuck with Dan and Kate forever. All right, next. God only knows what they will find on Donna's electronic devices. It's no wonder Wendy is terrified to talk to them. Donna is the ship that's sinking, and she's bringing everyone with her. What kind of mother would take part in a murder for hire with her own son that she protests to love? How does one not shut that down at the first mention of it? Right, like how does that first get brought up? There are some questions you just can't go back from, like proposing a threesome with your wife.
Yeah. If I say no, well,
Right.
You're never going to have it. And I'm going to sit here and wonder.
You better make damn sure that you think your partner is going to agree to it before.
Yeah.
It up, because there's no way to. Oh no, I was just kidding. I didn't want to do that.
I just
anyway.
wanted to see what you would say.
You can't put that back in the back of the bag.
See, a lot of this makes me now wonder if Wendy is the godmother and not Donna.
It's certainly right.
It's looking like
is
it.
Donna the Don or is Wendy?
Donna's a stupid Don if she's the Don. So
well, yeah, and this is a good point. She's bringing everyone down with her hijinks.
Yeah.
Or whatever's going on with her.
Exactly.
But she seems like a bull in a china shop.
What else did someone say?
All right. So for the next one, we need a little setup here, and here is the clip, and then I'll play you the comment. All right. So the fact that the jury went out and came back in about 3 hours is going to be discussed again amongst them.
Yeah.
Essentially enough time to fill out the forms, maybe have lunch, go to the bathroom.
Well, they had to get their free meal
and come back, and then maybe just wait because you don't want it to. How dare you, Tiffie Lou?
I know.
How dare you? This commenter on that video said the jurors had to get their free meal. Female host.
Ooh.
Jurors are performing a vital service, hardly a free meal. Have some respect. What do you have to say for yourself, female host?
I don't really have anything to say. Their meal is comped, so I don't know how to. They did not pay for the meal.
Right.
I don't know what else to say.
Obviously, we're grateful to the jurors that turned over their verdict. Charlie,
I mean,
not
they
so
left
much,
at like 1:30. I'm assuming they were
Mhm.
probably hungry,
but-
you know. And even if I'd made up my mind, you know, feed me,
yeah.
and then we shall submit the paperwork. You know.
All right. So as to how this all started, Laser Wolf says Charlie brought up the idea. Donna said, "Let's do it." The other said, "Sure," and that's one possibility.
Sure.
Donna could flip on Wendy to save herself. That's also an interesting conversation. Who
Well, she's angry
who
with
will
Wendy.
flip first? And Amelia Sparkle says thank you to the female host.
Aw.
So, all right. So a couple more and then we'll get to the phone call. You know, I appreciate criticism. But I like it when it's creative. So don't, you know, the comment,
constructive criticism,
right? Constructive or a little bit clever, you know.
Oh,
Like
right, yeah.
if you want to be on comments of the day, don't just say you're stupid.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
No, that doesn't say
right.
much.
Say
yeah.
we're stupid in a fun kind of way.
Yeah.
Like fuck you with a smile.
Yeah.
So this one says, here's what's absolutely
Oh,
criminal.
I love this one.
It starts off really good. How's about skipping to the 20-minute mark to skip the intro instead of your stated 3-minute mark? Then how about just playing the friggin' phone calls without your gratuitous quote unquote commentary? And that ties into the next one here. What does Kenneth Herring have to do with the Adelsons? Go back to the drawing board. This is not working. And that's referring to Hannah Payne. We talked about
because
her.
we did that murder first.
Right.
Yeah.
So a couple things. Kenneth Herring has nothing to do with the Adelsons.
No, nothing at all.
But unless the Adelson family keeps killing people or keeps getting arrested, we'd like to be a channel after this.
Yeah, you got to understand that this story is going to expire eventually.
Yes. I mean, we're very grateful that the exposure this case has given our channel, but it's it's going to come to an end. So we're just planning ahead, folks. And now, without further ado,
moving on.
Charlie's a real Donna's boy. And we have this phone call, which I mentioned is recorded.
How long is the call?
The day after. The calls, of course, are hours long.
Years, yeah.
The clip I have here, edited together, certain parts, cut out silences, it's about 16 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right. So you're giving us the best, I'm assuming?
Yeah, hopefully. Wesley John Holmes says it's abundantly clear that this family always finds people who are intellectually lower than themselves.
Clearly, they must.
Yeah, they like to surround themselves with...
So they feel very superior.
Yeah, and you'll hear that later in the way Charlie talks about the jurors and even other races. So let's get going. This is Donna and Son.
I mean, they shouldn't have put me in this room and it's 10 times worse instead of me walking around with a basketball court and getting in my room. I'm like in a fucking box.
Yeah, they should have.
It's just 4 walls. It's all fucking hitting me. Like, I don't know how I was so oblivious. Like, I was so positive.
Have you ever wished we would stop pausing the video or maybe we'd shut up a little bit?
I have. Shut up.
All right.
Hit
well,
play.
If you have too, we have a link to this video clip, 16 minutes without our gratuitous commentary.
The 20-minute guy can go to that video.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's linked in the description. You'll enjoy it. But don't go there until the show's over.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, and then at really the end of the day, the only thing I really care about is boom. It's like, this is how easy to grow up and be in fucking prison. That's all who knows. It's like, that's in prison, so let's see if I gotta come down to Florida.
Thank you, Adelson, for being our newest member.
Awesome. We love you.
Yeah, we're going to get some more exclusive content for $2.99 a month. We have some perks. You can see it on our membership tab. Back to the call.
Yeah, I'll never be the dad that like takes my kids to a baseball game or go to the ball with them or does anything. It's fucking horrible. I mean, especially where I am with ADD and like just being wired to always go, and do this stuff. And like, it's like.
Thank you, J Baby Funky Lady. And yeah, Charlie, Dan is in a box. You're in a cell. That's true.
Mhm.
He's yep.
It's insane. I know it is insane. It's like all those fucking nightmare. Like I'd rather be.
If only we could.
Okay, who's the blue?
Oh, that is Donna.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's Donna.
All
and
right.
she
It didn't sound very female-ish. I didn't know. No, I didn't know. It sounded different than
Oh, I
she
see,
sounded
yeah.
the last time.
she's chewing on marshmallows or
Or
something.
maybe she's fighting back tears.
She is, yeah.
Okay.
It's been a very difficult time.
Take a breath, 'cause it's going to take a little time for you to get
Oh, now
out
it's
of
not
the story that hasn't moved you. You may not even get moved tomorrow with this rage.
I'm hoping to tonight or tomorrow. Sorry to really come back around.
I have to admit, I agree. Let's mute this because this is really, he's annoying. Like
Yeah.
he's crackly, you know?
Well, yeah. Trust me. I spent the last day or so
Yeah, but
listening.
that's your job. It's not ours. Okay.
Yeah. He's a piece of work, but he does like to hear himself talk, even from a lonely cell in prison
It's like.
or jail in this case.
Oh yeah, he hasn't been moved at this point.
I mean, the thing is, like, I had it in my head, like, all this plans I was going to go do and see, and my life was great, and it's like, and everyone was saying how good everything was going, and everybody.
Thank you, Abelis. Gifted 5 memberships, and I think those are distributed to people based on their how long they've commented. Fairly new, but thank you so much. That's great for our viewers can get a taste of membership for free.
So upbeat, and then I sat there for a 2-hour presentation, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, it was Daytona. She told it like a story. She put together Daytona.
Talking about Georgia Kappelman.
Yeah, she's amazing.
In her closing. Yeah. I mean, it was compelling. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
You know, you can't like, that was the whole case. I mean, it was done after that. So I turned to Kate and I go, Kate, this is not good. That's all it was on the face. She shook her head. Like, she knew what they did.
Donna Rhea. That's potty humor.
Oh, I know.
Watch the poopy.
Watch the poopy comments.
Fucking lied, dummied everything down, exaggerated everything. All I can say is if I would have known that this is what I was walking into,
I know.
I would have.
I know what you would have done. I know what you would have done.
Yeah, we know what you would have done.
I really thought I had a fair shot, and like, I just wish I wasn't so positive and in such a mindset of like it's all opposite. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, one wonders at night in a quiet cell, Charlie with all his ADD and he likes to talk. What goes on in his head? How does he get himself to sleep?
Just get
at
him
night?
a pen and paper. He can journal.
Yeah. I think after all these years, it's almost like they've convinced themselves that this never happened.
Yeah.
The same thing we were all thinking. The same thing everybody was thinking because we saw what was going on until the end.
Like, I'm a fucking shock. Like, it's a shock going from Sunday to today. Dude, Sunday I'm giving away all my food and like.
Wow, thank you, Lori.
Wow.
Giving some more memberships out for free. We appreciate that.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Feeling like, you know what? Everything came in the way it should have. Dan is the expert at closing. Closing is his specialty. He's going to go in there and kick some ass.
Right.
And like, it was Wendy's book.
If it weren't for Wendy's book, it's a cookbook to serve man.
Making fun of the people of Tallahassee as a small shit town on the way to her big time Miami. Like, holy shit. Yeah, they're sitting there going, Donna's got crazy emails. Wendy's writing a book. And what is the name of that town? Because it showed that she was like, thought she was so smart and so much better than everybody else, and putting Tallahassee down as a small stop on the way to civilization. Like she's leaving Tallahassee and she's going to Miami, and she's foreshadowing it in a book, and she's making fun of you people from Tallahassee.
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. I don't think her book played too much into it.
Yeah.
But
he's just had a lot of time to think about all of this and dissect it.
yeah.
And yeah, he's got obviously issues. So he has every reason to flip, and so does Donna.
Mm-hmm. You know, we should all get a copy of that book and just see how interesting it is.
But then we're giving money to her.
And look at these crazy emails. And there's code, there's TV, there's no fucking TV code, but TV. Like, holy shit. Like,
Holy shit.
This was made for like a fourth grader.
Thank you, Cynthia.
2-hour special. And even his sister said this on the stand. Like, even she, who should be his biggest defender in the whole world, even she is saying this. Guys, come on, you're smart. You're smart people from Tallahassee. Just, you know what's going on here. Y'all know what's going on. Like, they're trying to pull it over on you guys. You're smart. You guys know.
Yeah, and apparently Dan Rashbaum was very optimistic, at least with what he told Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
So later on, we'll hear Charlie say he was kind of floating on cloud 9.
Yeah. No, he's already said he was so positive.
Yeah, giving away all his shit. He
Like,
thinks he's going to go home.
I know.
I mean, like, the unreasonable doubt should be like, for a case like this,
Count Simply Tanika out of the Wendy Adelson book club.
Oh.
She will not be reading it.
she'd be like, you know what happened. Not like you hate these Miami people who think they're better than you. You're arrogant. Who think they're untouchable.
That's
Who's
true, Blue.
arrogant or untouchable? Who's arrogant or untouchable? How about innocent? Let's start with that first. Anybody who makes more money than you from Miami who's younger than you is arrogant. Like, you guys know nothing about me. You label me as arrogant. You label me as untouchable. You label me because you're smarter than everybody else, because you're a doctor. Like, you're dressing me up with all these fucking adjectives. And then you get all these people who probably make $35,000 a year.
Here we go.
Who live in Tallahassee and are hardworking people. And they're looking at you like you're an alien.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of are. Yeah.
Right. Normal people who make 35,000 and it's 36,000. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But,
please do not judge. Yeah.
But normal people, workaday people, do not understand a lifestyle where you have enough disposable income to
go help your girlfriend shop for a boat.
Right. And then, you know, while you're doing that, help your sister out and get rid of a little problem she had. Blame it on a few other people.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are emails that are horrible, taken out of context. I know how hard Dan worked on this case.
I know. She couldn't sit there 5 seconds without commenting or making a face.
Yeah.
Donna in her
own
court appearances.
He dissected everything. He worked like a maniac, dissecting everything. You know, spent a lot of time with me, going over all the information, keeping me up to date with everything, letting me give you an update. You know, I've never heard an attorney just giving you an update. You know, usually as long as they know what's going on, why do you get to know what's going on? He kept me involved. He gives me updates. He's talked to me at length about everything, decisions, approaches, everything.
Yeah, he's been working on his monologues there in jail.
No.
So
yeah.
At the end of that 2-hour Dateline special she put on in the courtroom, it put these people in a mindset that it was they think they pulled one on you, Tallahassee. What she wrote in that book, it made it seem like she was planning everything.
Why, thank you. Yeah, he's relying on our gratuitous commentary for all the information.
We
So
offer what we can.
you just stay right there and
Yeah.
we'll serve more of that up for you.
But what was the one thing they said that Wendy let the boys finally see their grandparents because she knew it wasn't going to look very good when she came to trial if she didn't. Like, I don't know, but I have a feeling that's not why Wendy was letting the kids see the grandparents. And then what was it they said? They said they were going to arrest me sooner, but they thought it would interfere with the grandparents the first visit of the children. So they delayed my arrest.
Actually, you were arrested 12 hours later. That's exactly why. That's what they did. Because I asked her, I obviously wasn't there, and I said, so how did it go? And she said, it was the strangest thing because she said, I thought they were going to just literally fall all over the boys, fall all over them because they hadn't seen them.
Now, this is Donna asking Wendy about how the visit went. And they've already claimed that that Danny's parents only saw the boys because they knew they had court coming up. Sometimes when you have people like this, they'll accuse you of the very thing that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that feels like this situation.
And because Lincoln looks just like Danny.
Right.
They didn't hug them. They didn't kiss them.
Yep.
They spoke to them. They asked them about school and things like that. And Wendy said, barely an hour, and they were done. You know why they did it? They did it because it looked good for them. Because they could have cared less. They were totally disinterested.
And then that was the
Couldn't
only time
have
they
cared
seen
less.
them.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's couldn't have cared less. Could have cared less means exactly the opposite.
Yeah, I hear. Sorry.
It's going to be okay, Tiffie Lou. We all love you.
In 2016, when they wrote that letter, the foster care letter. Yep.
Yeah.
I asked the boys separately from Wendy, how did that go? And they both said, it's just weird. Like, we don't know who they are. And they just asked us questions about school. And he said then it was time to go. I mean, it's like they introduced a stranger.
Well, that's because you didn't let them see their grandparents.
Exactly.
You created that problem.
And not only are they strangers, but you allegedly filled their heads with lies about their dead father.
Right.
And changed their names and alienated them from their grandparents. I can only imagine, through no fault of their own, how they feel.
I'm sure they were uncomfortable, and I'm sure the grandparents honestly were too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right. Like how would you handle that if you're the grandparents in that situation?
Ooh, we got to get another number. We're at 666, guys.
Ooh,
Come on.
we were briefly at the
Oh,
devil's
good. 683. Whew, dodge that bullet.
Headed towards 700 in the live. Thank you, guys.
And they did it. They wanted to say that they had been to see the children. That was important. So,
Right. For sure.
Everybody's innocent.
I mean,
Jenny.
this was a cheap. And it's funny, when I was listening to one of these talk shows talk about the case, they had this mentor lawyer call to get commentary on the case.
I love it.
How lucky is mentor lawyer that he gets a shout out from
getting
Charlie
a
Adelson?
mention. Awesome.
And Charlie doesn't seem to hate what he had to say, but it just goes to feed his hatred of Georgia Kappelman. But yeah, shout out to mentor lawyer getting a shout out from Charlie.
I know.
He goes, because watching Georgia Kappelman do that masterful closing was like watching the TV production being played before our eyes. She brought it from beginning to end, laid it all out, hit all the high points, told the story.
I'm not sure, but I think that's the job of the prosecutor to
she's
tell the
supposed
tale
to
from
do
beginning
that.
to end, lay it all out, hit all the high points, and maybe tell you like you're stupid just to get the evidence out there. But of course, she didn't have any evidence.
And
Yeah, that's exactly what she did. She told the story. She told her version of a created story. She supported it with Ryan. She supported it with even his own sister. You chopped up what she said, took it out of context, and now you can start the sentence off with even his own sister. It's like,
sister.
Doesn't believe him. Like, that's not what she said, but that's how she gets it now. So you're sitting there thinking like his best friend. And the whole thing was a fucking sham. And Georgia Kappelman wasn't gonna lose this case. This case is how you make your career. If she lost this case, she knows the one who lost this case. I had so much hope, and like the crazy thing is that I really wasn't getting that excited until this past weekend.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened that gave him some kind of false idea that this was going to go his way.
Yeah.
Especially over the last weekend before he was sentenced or convicted.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Like Peppermint says, their perception of everything is pretty bizarre, and it seems like they have a warped worldview. Of course, we know now that Rashbaum was probably blowing smoke up Charlie's booty, but
Yeah.
He got off the stand and he pumped his fists in his head. He thought he nailed it.
I don't understand. Even if my lawyer is giving me a load of crap, he's present.
Right.
He's still there. He's watching the trial take place.
Yeah. I mean, you would think that he had to know that cross-examination went very badly for him.
Right.
But he sees it as exactly the opposite. Like she was just grasping at straws, and all she could do is put on her charm to, come on, guys, what happened.
I know. I loved it.
Like, and Dan said to me, he said, if I were to give you a score, I think you'd get a 95. He said he was very happy with how I testified. 95
out of 100.
Yeah, but the thing is, the fact that you had to testify says that it's not going well.
Right.
Most times
it's smart not to say anything.
Yeah. So already, if your lawyer's encouraging you to get up there, it means he has nothing else to play.
And that's what it felt like in this case, a Hail Mary. We may as well go for it. I'm going to probably go to prison if I don't say anything. So, and to be fair, I don't think that changed the outcome of the case any, him testifying or not. But it didn't look good, Charlie. I'm sorry.
My demeanor, my delivery, how I was to the point that not, elaborated on some stuff, was personable. He came across fantastic.
Yeah, us too, Amy, waiting for one of them to say, oh my God, how could they think I had anything to do with this? They never say anything like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's always about they didn't have the evidence. Yeah, they didn't have the case.
Exactly.
It's nothing like, oh my God, Mom, can you believe we're totally innocent?
How could this happen? Yeah.
I was literally I was on cloud nine over the weekend. I was I'm going to see my son. I'm going to get out. I'm going to go there. I'm going to have these plans over there. I'm going to have these plans. I'm going to enjoy my time with my dog. I can't wait to be on my boat. I can't wait to see my son. I'm planning on what restaurant I wanted to go to. I'd given away my food on Sunday night because I'm thinking okay, they're not going to let me go from the courthouse.
So you think Dan could be in trouble with this, M. Ryan? Said she talked to Dan about running. He said no question. Probably should say no to that, advise against that.
I think
then is it his responsibility to,
no.
I don't know, because they're not charged with, they weren't charged with anything yet until they showed up to the airport with a one-way ticket to Vietnam.
People said he has an answer for everything because it's the truth. Okay? Then they said,
yeah, Georgia was great.
He was definitely not part of this killing.
I was just feeling great, thinking everything is going as good as you could have hoped.
We were were all on a high. After you testified, we were all on a high.
Were they on a high or were they just high?
Yeah, I think they were just getting high.
That explains the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
Miles called up. He couldn't wait to tell us.
He said he's totally innocent. Totally innocent. And his son-in-law, who's a lawyer, called. He is totally innocent. He said he's getting off because they have absolutely nothing. I mean, this is from intelligent people. That's my problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, and so Charlie will about to opine on the intelligence of people. And look at all these people they have in their lives, like these sycophants that, I mean, they believe it.
They have a lot of people locally that really support them.
Yeah,
That really don't believe that they had anything to do with this.
That was surprising. I guess it, if you were friends with somebody for 40 years and you thought they were a normal human being, but really on the inside, they were a lizard person.
I don't know how anybody couldn't notice. I mean, I got friends that I love dearly, and there's a couple where if I found out they did something like this, I could be like,
yeah, that makes sense.
It all kind of adds up. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, touche, Tiffie Lou.
That's the catch. That's the jury of my peers.
Hi,
The
Emma.
jury of my peers was not there. There was one juror, number 15, that he would have said he's a juror of your peers. He knows that if you're going to find a guy guilty of first-degree murder, you better be so sure you
Charlie's real defense, but I lied so good, Mom. They're idiots for not believing me. That's exactly his argument in this phone call.
know what happened. You better be really, 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 really sure you know what happened.
5 reallys.
You're not going to say I'm 90% sure, 95% sure, 99% sure. Like, that's the realm that you have to be. You're going to take somebody's fucking life.
They had, they're keeping the makers of Xanax in business over there, I think, in the Adelson family. They're always referencing that.
Yeah.
Like a couple times, Charlie says, Mom, Dad, don't have a heart attack over this. Go take some Xanax and, just chill, basically.
Well, some people say that instead of have a drink.
Right. Yeah. Go pop a pill.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Patriot. Says that bullshit story Charlie made up about extortion was like a 25 out of 100. It was almost just as bad as my dog ate my homework.
Oh, I know.
And about just as effective as well. Thank you so much, Patriot, for your support.
Like, you're taking somebody's fucking life from them, and you're destroying lives, and you're being shown fucking emails, or like a book that Wendy wrote, or autopsy photos. Like,
the Adelsons were high. That's confirmed. Thank you, Sandra Johnson.
the autopsy photos are horrible. I didn't write the book, and she can say whatever the fuck she wants. She used it to rub it in their face to be like, look, this rich, educated white girl is laughing at you on her way to civilization. Like,
Wendy gave that impression out just by herself. She didn't need Georgia Kappelman to get that message across.
Yeah, and she didn't need the book either.
Yeah.
holy shit. I was just sitting there thinking, honestly, what I was thinking? You know what I was thinking? If I knew it was going to be like this.
I know what you were thinking.
This is a TV production she's putting on. So wow, everybody. Like, look at the audience and look at the TV production.
Yeah, look at that TV production. And you're right, Constance, the lawyer, made them feel Charlie was going to walk. I think they all believed it. I mean, you want to be optimistic, I'm sure, but don't you want to be realistic?
So
as
was
well?
the lawyer also high?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah,
We'll
okay.
We'll have to check into that and report back to you.
And look at Miss Tallahassee put it on her show.
Do some
And
research.
I like that. Because I don't think Dan's blowing smoke up my ass when he tells me things.
Oh, I think he
there we
totally
go.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Andy Winter says they don't know what no means, and now they're finally learning. I don't think they've ever been told no too much. They're used to handing out the decisions and being the power party.
No, he made it like he's very straightforward. You know, he dissected the case and broke it all down. He never He never planned on walking into a circus with a TV show.
No, he did not. He did not.
He performed like he
And
did.
it wasn't because of the evidence.
What's that?
Yeah, Dan performed like he expected to be walking into a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the
Mr.
way,
Cheerleader.
By the way, if he was not prepared to walk into a circus, then he was not prepared enough, because I certainly knew this was going to be a
this
media
was gonna,
circus.
yeah, he had to know this was going to explode. There's a reason he took this case.
Right.
Because he knew if he could win, that would set his career.
Oh, these are serious allegations, Tiffie Lou.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess that would be true. Yeah. But unfortunately, it didn't work out like it did with Jose Baez with Casey Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that could have gone the other way too. But sorry, Rash Mom.
It was because of the TV show. It was because of 2020. It was because of Facebook. It was because of the blogs. It was because of the podcast. It was because of the newspaper, the local stations, the out-of-town stations covering, Court TV covering it in a small-ass town, and you're an outsider from Miami.
And by the way, how could Charlie not know this was a huge case?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does he read, or did he have his head in a hole?
Rich, white, Jewish. Holy shit. I was so fucking excited last weekend. Bree sending me that stuff. Everything's going good. Dan's being very, very positive.
Yeah, Sandra pointed out, not only did Charlie get smoke blown up his booty, he paid for that privilege too.
And it's like, holy shit, Monday morning came. And it was like, she gave a 2-hour summary. She put the movie pieces together for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
She put a masterful movie together.
She had no evidence, nothing. She just played around.
Cut and paste, put your sweet southern accent on it, finesse it, and first I'm going to get you to hate him,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to give you a couple retard-proof Christmas things to settle in your stomach. Then
Okay.
I'm going to show you some horrible photos and leave them on the screen. And let that soak in. And then I'm going to show you the photos again. Let that soak in for another 5 to 10 minutes while I talk to you.
Absolutely breathtaking. The delusions are strong with this one, Wesley John Holmes.
Make you real angry. So now you hate these people and you're angry.
Who's she talking to? Third graders? I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
There was 5 black women on the jury. One
Oh.
black guy that was the sergeant I told you about.
Why does their race matter?
Right. Yikes.
Are you just going to assume because they're black that they're judging you for being white?
Well, and then he goes on to call out the redneck in the
Oh,
group.
another white person,
But
the wrong kind of white person.
Right. And
Okay.
so did we get to the thing about the jury of his peers yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
we passed that already.
Yeah. He said, they're not my peers.
I remember redneck looking a little bit like 50-year-old guy. The 3 guys that look like they were inbred.
And woohoo,
Pass those
J Baby
ads.
Funky Lady. Yeah, thank you. Almost over 1,000, setting a record in our live. Thank you to all that are live and watching in the future on the replay. And if you skip to 3 minutes, shout out to you. Or you can skip to 20 minutes and, lose some of the gratuitous stuff.
That were like out of shape, 30 years old, looked like they never had a girl in their life, and one of them worked at the Florida State bookstore. Another one's wife was a professor at Florida State, and another one had a jury affiliated with Florida State.
Yep. So I guess that's his next conspiracy theory. It's all a Florida State University op. PSYOP. So what are you thinking, Tiffie Lou? What's your
I mean, unfortunately, he has all kinds of time now to think about all of this. So he's going to come up with all sorts of little theories, but not that there's anything he could do about them, even if they all happen to be true.
Yeah.
You know, he's in. He's there forever.
Mm-hmm.
He's there for life. You know?
Yep. And the Danish girl, yeah, I've heard this before. They paid $1 million for having a juror guy help them pick the right jurors. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, they had a jury consultant. I thought you were talking about that one juror that.
That really wanted to be on so he could prove their innocence.
Right. It was a little weird, but yeah.
Well, I have to thank all 973 of you because I have to leave.
Oh.
I'm going to let you close out with Andrew.
Oh, no.
I know.
Right.
I know. I
right.
miss you.
Tiffie
I love
Lou
you.
has places to go and people to see. All right. Love you.
Bye.
All right. Bye, sweetheart. Okay. Well, yeah. Sophia says he thinks pointing out black and redneck jurors makes him look like a victim of injustice for being a rich white Jew. Excuse me? Yeah. Trying to put other people down so he can be up himself, a classic bully technique that he's been using since grade school. Well, that's certainly interesting. I'm gonna put together some more calls. If you like these, I'm gonna transcribe them. I like to kind of hear them myself. To possibly have made some mistakes, but I like to hear them myself and hear what they're actually saying. Try to discern that. But this has been a ride. This Adelson thing. All right. See, this is where in the point of the show where I start running out of things to say and I have trouble ending the show. So we're going to move in that direction now. And we really appreciate you. Please hit thumbs up if you haven't subscribed. Do that if you're enjoying yourself, of course. And check out our membership tab. Thank you for all the people that gifted memberships tonight. And we appreciate that, and congratulations to all the new members. You have a chance to try it out for free, and we have a chance to prove ourselves to you. So great time tonight, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll be back on Friday at the same time, same channel. We'll see you then. For Tiffie Lou, I'm Andrew. Bye-bye. Love ya.